Amanda Ribas versus Thabatha Ricci. Amanda Ribas is ranked number 7. Thabatha Ricci is ranked number 10. Before I check how old, who is what, and how. I'm sorry if I'm not making sense. I apologize. You know what? It's kind of crazy to think that at one point everyone was saying how trash Tabata Ricci is, and all of a sudden she's good enough to actually beat um what do you call her, Amanda Hebers, right? So I don't know, man. I feel like Amanda Hebers is going to be better everywhere. I mean, you can never be too confident in women's MMA, unfortunately. But in this particular fight, I genuinely feel like Amanda Hebers should be better here, man. I also hope that she's not going to be moving up and down in between weight classes. I think it's destroying her ability to actually lock in and actually find a way to become a champion. Obviously, maybe she's trying to make money by fighting in two different divisions. Maybe that's what she's doing. But in this her, especially if she wants to end up becoming a champion at some point, which I don't think is going to happen. But at the very least, by committing to one division, you give yourself a big shot. Right? Let's get to the breakdowns. What do you call him? Amanda Hebas is going to have a 5-inch reach advantage. That's massive. That's massive. Especially in women's MMA when I feel like the striking is not always that great. A 5-inch reach advantage might be all you need because in most cases these fights don't even get to a finish up until the new prospects that are coming in. Those are the ones that are actually finding a way to actually finish fights. But as far as these established fighters, none of them are able to finish fights, to be honest. So, as far as finishing ability, Amanda Hebas on top of the 5-inch reach advantage, which is going to be massive. Hebas has a 62% finishing rate, whereas Ricci has a 36. Is it 36? Yeah, a 36% finishing rate, which is kind of normal for women's MMA, but still pretty kind of sad. So as far as ratios, um, Amanda Hebas finishes fights a lot more than twice as much as Tabata Ricci. More or less. As far as output, I feel like Amanda Hebas is a little bit busier in the fight. She is a little bit better defensively. So offensively, Amanda Hebas is going to have a bit more volume. Defensively, I think she's going to be a little bit better, especially with the reach advantage. I think she's going to be able to avoid getting hit. And I know Tabata Ricci has a boxer boyfriend, but I mean, I feel like the experience that what do you call her, Hebas has as far as as far as the level of opponents that she's fought, I think is going to play a significant role in this particular fight. Both of them have pretty decent takedown defense. Both of them are pretty decent on the ground. So I think the ground game might cancel out each other. I don't think they're going to ever wrestle because on the ground, both of them look like they are pretty evenly matched and they have pretty decent takedown defense. Rashad McGee, the judges love her. I agree. I agree. But still, when you consider this, like, hear me out, right? One, Amanda Ribas has a 5-inch reach advantage. That's going to be massive, even without skill. A 5-inch reach advantage in women's MMA is massive, right? Number two, Amanda Ribas will be a little bit more active on the feet. Not by much, but Amanda Ribas is going to be more active. Amanda Ribas is better defensively. I feel like Tabata Ricci gets hit a lot, a lot more than I like. So I think it's going to play against her. And when you consider the fact that Ribas is better defensively, on top of that, the reach is going to allow her to avoid getting hit and actually find a way to land as well, right? Shoshat McGee, Amanda has some of the worst stand up at 125. Cool. I'm not sitting here and saying she's the most technical, but let's look at her record, man. You can make the argument that she has the worst stand up in strawweight, but still, let's go to the record. She beats people that she shouldn't have beaten. I'm not going to sit here and defend her striking, but I don't, like I always say, right? I go for effectiveness, not technicality for me, or rather technique. I go for effectiveness, not technique, right? So for me personally, I feel like Hibas is a little bit better. Whatever she's doing, however horrible it is, there is technique in. I mean, there is effectiveness in what she's doing. Sure, Ricci has more technique, that's for sure. Okay, I think I'm going too far back. I mean, when you see people like Paige Van Zandt, you know it's not good. Okay. At some point, obviously, she beat Mackenzie Dern. She beat Randa Marcos. I don't even know. Paige Van Zandt. She lost to um, Rodriguez, Marina Rodriguez, second round TKO. I mean, that's not a bad loss. Wow! Guess what, guys? Amanda Ribas has a win over Verna Jandiroba. I don't remember seeing this fight. Maybe it was a robbery. Who knows? I mean, in women's MMA, you never know. But Amanda Ribas has a win over Verna Jandiroba. Verna Jandiroba, who probably one win away from a title fight. She lost a split decision to Seminara, Caitlin Chukagian or Seminara. Wow! Come on, guys. I feel like you guys are sleeping on Amanda Ribas, man. So Amanda Ribas has a win over Verna Jandiroba. I don't know how to pronounce her name, and she has a win over Viviane Araujo. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. And you want to tell me Tabata Ricci is going to beat her? She lost to Macy Barber. Um, second round TKO. She beat Luana Pinheiro, and I remember, I think Amanda Ribas was the one who ended Luana Pinheiro's streak, if I'm not mistaken. Was it her? I think it was her. At this point, when Pinheiro fought Amanda Ribas, Pinheiro was on a long streak. Obviously, you can make whatever argument you want to make. She went to a decision with Rosna Mayunez, and I know Rosna Mayunez actually was outclassing her, but I mean she wasn't finished. Zhang Wei Li was knocked out in one round. Obviously in the you get my point. The mere fact that she was able to get to a decision means there's some effectiveness to whatever she's doing, right? Okay, lost via submission to Mackenzie Dern most recently. So so you want to tell me, guys? Let's talk about this. Amanda Hughes, I didn't know that. Amanda Hughes has a win over Verna Jandiroba. She has a win over Viviane Araujo. Come on, guys. Come on. Let's look at Tabata Ricci. Let's see what she has accomplished. But obviously, she hasn't beaten the same level of competition that and I'm not talking about fights that happened 10 years ago. I think she beat Verna Jandiroba about 3 or 4 years ago, and Viviane Araujo I think probably 3 years ago, something like that. So it wasn't that long ago, man. It's not like even though these people might have improved or something like that. Okay, this is quite impressive to be honest. Okay, let me not lie. This is kind of impressive. Shit. Yeah, okay, Tabata Ricci has good wins as well. Lost via TKO to Manon Fiorot, no shame in that. Beat what do you call her? Marina Oliveira. Okay. She beat Poliana Viana. I don't know how to feel about that. Um she beat Jessica Pena. Okay. via submission. She beat Gillian Robertson. Oh shit. Okay, that's a good win, right? That's a good win. That's a really good win. I'm going to respond to everyone once I'm done here. I just want to actually fully analyze this fight. Whenever there's a fight whereby I feel like there's not enough context, especially because it's women's MMA, a lot of time people are over it. I try to not just to break it down for you guys, but to also ascertain myself if I'm actually making the right decision. So I'm going to respond to everyone once I'm done here. So Gillian Robertson is actually a flipping good win, right? Um, she lost to Lupi Godinez, yeah. I think she robbed. What do you call her? Tisha Pennington. Did she beat Gillian Robertson? It was a unanimous decision. I don't know. I guess you guys will tell me about that. Um, Let me see. And then she beat Angela Hill. I know a lot of people were arguing as to whether or not she won that one. And then she lost to what do you call it? Yan Zhaonan. I mean, the fact that she was able to get to a decision with um, Yan Zhaonan, Angela Hill, Tisha Pennington, um, Lupi Godinez, uh, Gillian Robertson, I think that's kind of impressive, you know. Okay, now records don't matter anymore because I feel like both of them have fought a pretty high level um, athletes, but the only one I feel like the people that what do you call her, Amanda Ribas has beaten, especially when looking at Viviane Araujo and Verna Jandiroba. Those people are still in the top five, right? The only person that I don't think she has a win in the top five. Yeah, I don't think Thabatha Ricci has a win in the top five. Um, whereas what Amanda Ribas, I can't remember, but I'm not sure if Viviana Araujo is still in the top five. But I'm 100% sure that Verna Jandiroba is one fight away from a belt, so she definitely is in the top five. All right. So the quality of opponent also takes matters to me. So let's take a look at this. I think the quality of opponents is quite impressive on both ends, but I feel like when you look at the fact that Amanda Ribas actually has wins, or rather at the very least one win in the top five, that's kind of impressive to me. And to be able to beat someone like Verna Jandiroba is quite impressive, to be honest. But still, let's just remove experience because I feel like both of them are pretty have fought pretty good competition. Let's remove experience. Let's just assume both of them have the same level of experience as far as fighting goes. You can criticize Amanda Ribas's striking and say she doesn't know how to strike and all these things. Cool. I hear what you're saying, right? Cool. Tabata Ricci is training with a boxer boyfriend. Cool. She's going to have better hands. I personally don't look at technique too much. I look at effectiveness more. Who's more effective with, even if it's trash? Like, for example, people were calling me crazy for saying Juliana Miller might actually win that fight. I can't remember who she was fighting. And everyone was on the other girl. I think I also picked the other girl. But in my breakdown, I said that Juliana Miller, it takes someone really talented, not really talented, but someone with some level of skill in order to beat her because you have to put her down or she's going to overwhelm you. You cannot sit here and tell me that Juliana Miller is the most technical fighter on the roster. But she finds a way to win, right? So for me, I don't look at who's technical. Even if someone is trash, if I feel like what I'm doing to some extent is effective, then I'm not going to completely disregard it. In this particular situation, Amanda Ribas has ended massive streaks, has pretty good wins, wins that she shouldn't even have, right? So for me personally, I feel like I'm not going to. I'm going to look more towards effectiveness as opposed to who's more technical. If technique for you is what does it for you, then cool. I can respect that. Maybe I'm wrong. Plus, it's women's MMA. Who knows? But as far as grappling goes, I feel like both of them are pretty good defensively. They are. I don't think it's ever going to get to the ground. I think it would be a waste for both of them to try and actually take the fight to the ground. If this fight stays on the feet, I think Amanda Ribas has a five. I don't think I know. Amanda Ribas has a 5 inch reach advantage. Number one, volume. Even if it's not by much, she's going to have an advantage as volume goes. She's better defensively. Might not be technical. What she's doing is effective. Thabatha Ricci might. I don't know, man. I feel like Amanda Ribas should win this one. I could be wrong. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. My subscribers and I are going with Amanda Ribas on this particular fight. I guess we'll just have to wait and see, guys. My stance. Let me hear what you guys have to say. Jay Ricci. Okay. Shot McGee. Zero range control. I mean, even with zero range control, you can stumble onto success with a number of advantages. Like, for example, reach, volume, defense. Like, there are certain things, finishing ability. Tabata Ricci does not know how to finish a fight. So, I mean, can stumble onto a finish, right? A 62% finishing rate versus a 36% finishing rate. Tabata Ricci has a 36% finishing rate, whereas Amanda Ribas has a 62% finishing rate. So if anyone is going to stumble on a finish, it's going to be Amanda Ribas, right? So for me, you can say she doesn't have um range control. Cool, have a point. But who's had more success with whatever it is that they're doing? It's Amanda Ribas, unfortunately. Jay said hi. What up, man? Jay, Richie is tough, man. I agree. I agree. Shot McGee. If Richie just came forward, I would agree. But she moves too much and will point fight like there is no tomorrow. Okay, Jay. Can't believe he was be the Chiwis. Shot McGee. Amanda needs a finish. We'll see. I disagree. Jay, Polly, Viana KO'd, Hebas. Who are your favorite dogs? My video for the best underdogs will come out on Friday. Take a look at that. But at the moment, I'm favoring heavy. What do you call him? Marcus May. Um, Richie beat Robertson. Yeah, Richie was pretty tough against Manon Fiorot. I agree. Um, Nobeto said hi. What up, man? I think is that P Diddy? I don't know, man. Jay P Diddy from J. Ribas lost to some cans. Richie only loses to high level. I mean, arguably she lost to some of these girls that she won against. Shot Maggie, Richie moves so much, man. It'll be hard for Amanda to really do anything. Amanda just got pieced up against Dern on the feed. Okay. Jay, I'm always scared of betting against Brazilian lesbian. Jean Mickey, Richie via decision, Amanda via submission or TKO, in my opinion. Okay. Jay, I'm Richie spread. Okay. Jeezy Gold, got to love the early Abu Dhabi cards. The Raider pirate all day. I'm with you there. I'm Richie decision. Okay, I disagree, but we'll see. Other girl looks too fishy. What do you mean? Thabatha is a monster. Easy W. Okay, we'll see. Drizzy Gold, Baby Shark W, bro. You will see. I'll be here for the live. So we'll see. Aikaki, yo man, what up, man? Welcome to the stream. I'm Drizzy Gold. Ribas smells like Tunuk. What does that mean? Yeah, give me Javal McGee beating the red Piotr. What are you saying, dude? What are you talking about? Oh my god. Jay, the Piotr Yan. Drizzy Gold, what do you have against Piotr Yan? What did he do to you? Guys, I think I'm done. I'm breaking down fights. Shashot McGee is number as always. I don't know who's this guy. Jen Ho. I don't know. Drizzy Gold is number three. There's number two. I can't see his name properly. I think he came in and left. The Norberto. I don't know if it's the guy who insulted me or not, but he bounced. Thank you for joining me, guys. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to do all the remaining three fights tomorrow. I want to be busy with other things, so I'm going to finish up all three fights tomorrow. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the final three fights on this particular card. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love and appreciate all of you. Until tomorrow, deuces. Wait. Adrian Rogers, why do you think Ochoa is going to lose? I broke that fight down. Go to the live section, click on the channel, look at the top. There's going to be video, shorts, lives, community playlist. Go to live, click on live. You'll see all my breakdowns. I give my reasons for that. I think I broke down that fight in detail. Um, I'm about to leave now. Deuces.